and I'm gonna give y'all the scoop because it's a lot to scoop.
One of them ones.
Hey everyone, my name is Ciara and welcome back to my channel. Whether this is your first time or you're back for more, I'm so glad you're here with me today because today we are talking about this hair in my head and I'm gonna give y'all the scoop because it's a lot to scoop. So I have in my hair the double drawn water wave hair from YG Wigs. I got the length 24 inches and I will be honest that the company did send me the hair as a part of showcasing the hair in the tutorial, but of course I'm always gonna give my honest opinion. And so I wanted to show you guys what the hair looked like. I installed this hair on June 16th. At the time of filming it is August 3rd and the hair is coming out today. The hair is coming out today. Y'all know when Raymante was like, you've gotten your money's worth? Yeah, I've gotten my money's worth. These braids are done. They're done for. This is literally how grown out it is. This is the top of the braid. This is my hair. It's you've gotten your money's worth for real. But yes, I wanted to show you guys what the hair looks like and also give you guys my honest, unsponsored opinion on how the hair has held up over the past, what would that make this? Over the past 7 weeks, which I feel like is a normal amount of time to leave braids in your hair, 6 to 8 weeks. So we're right about 7 weeks and yeah, you can see it's time for them to come out. I am thinking about getting some Senegalese twists. If you ever gotten Senegalese twists, please let me know. That's a mini tangent, but like I want to know how your hair held up in them because I really want some. I really need to take these braids down. If I could keep them in longer, I would, but once I tell you guys about my experience with the hair, you'll understand why I'm taking them out now. I'm gonna stand up and show you guys what the hair looks like. So this is what the hair looks like now. I must say I did not refresh it this morning, but typically I refreshed it every day, if not every other day. Yes, so this is what it looks like now. And these are what the ends look like. Hopefully that gave you guys a good look. However, let's dive into my experience with this hair. This is gonna be real quick and straight to the point. So the hair, when I first got the hair, I loved it. I will say when I got the hair, when you dip it into the water, there is a bit of dye that comes off of it. If you guys can tell from my room and from my vlogs, my apartment is white, very white. So that was a huge point for me because I didn't want it to get on my furniture, my clothes. I wear a lot of white. I didn't want it to get there, but it only bled the first 2 times I dipped the hair or wet the hair were the only 2 times it bled. After that, I didn't have a problem with the hair bleeding color, but that is just something to keep in mind when you're first doing the hair or just using the hair at all. It does bleed color in the beginning. Like I said, I didn't have any problems with it bleeding color down the road, but that's just my experience. As far as the look of the hair, I love the look of the hair. I love the water wave and how it looks like a bust down a little bit from far away, and then when you get up close it looks very boho, Lisa Bonet. Like it looks exactly like I want boho braids to look. Next time I do boho braids, I do think I want to get like something a little bit curlier just to switch up the look, but this water wave was exactly what I was going for when getting boho braids, so I really love that. On to shedding. The hair sheds. My God, the hair sheds. At first I was like, okay, maybe I didn't install it correctly. No, the hair sheds. Like I mentioned earlier, I have a lot of white in my apartment, so I can easily see when the hair is shedding. The shed hair, I just look around and there's pieces around my apartment. I found myself always vacuuming, always sweeping. The hair sheds. Not only does it shed, it tangles. Now the tangling, I would say, is more related to when the hair gets wet. So I did a lot of working out, playing pickleball, stuff like that. I did a lot of that during the summer, and I found that whenever the hair was touching my back and my back was out like in a romper or something like that, the hair was going to tangle. That's low-key kind of normal, but it was a little bit excessive in the fact that like if the hair was in a ponytail, when I took it down, it was like matted together, tangled. So like, yeah, something to keep in mind. The shedding was the #1 reason the hair is coming out now. It just sheds so bad. In the beginning, I was like, you know, maybe it's because I just installed the hair, yada yada yada. And then it turned into like unbearable. So 99% of the time, if I was ever at home, the braids were in a bonnet and a scarf because I didn't want the hair getting on everything. And still somehow, some way, the hair would get on everything just taking my hair down to leave the house. And even when I comb my like hands through the hair or anything like that, like it just sheds. So yes, keep that in mind. The hair sheds like no other, and I can't even say it was my install. I can't say it was anything like that. It was purely the hair sheds. Now, hair that's on a not on a bundle is going to shed. However, this was excessive. So there's a difference between hair that's not on a bundle that boho braids are going to shed. That's just kind of like the nature of the game. However, when you have like actual clumps of hair coming out, that's a whole nother game. And so yeah, would I get this hair again? I'm kind of torn because the shedding was enough for me to obviously take the hairstyle down a little bit earlier than I would have hoped. However, I really love the look of it. Like, it nailed the look so perfectly that I'm kind of like, would I get it again? And if I'm being honest, would I get this hair again? Especially considering they sent it to me, I would not get this hair again because the shedding is really just unbearable. And I hate to say that because like it looks so good. It's exactly the look I'm going for. Whenever people see the hair, they're like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And I have to be like, it sheds. So, and they're like, what hair do you have in your hair? What pattern do you have in your hair? And I'm always like, it's a water wave pattern. Would I suggest this exact hair? No. So overall, would I recommend that you buy this hair? The answer is no. We are still on the hunt for the perfect boho hair, and we will try that the next time I do the style. So yes, that is my scoop on the hair. Let me know any comments you guys have down below, but yeah, save your coin and go elsewhere. I have heard different reviews about Y wigs, and there is a difference between YG wigs and Y wigs. This is YG wigs hair, maybe Y wigs. We can try that out next time. We will see. However, that is a wrap on the boho braid. She lasted me most of the summer. I love the look so much. It eats down. I can see why it's a summer favorite. We just gotta get the hair right. We gotta get the hair right. So yeah, that is my review. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight on my experience with the hair. Let me know if you've tried this hair. Maybe you had a different experience than me. Maybe it was just me. All that to say, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, girl.